Welcome back to the channel. I made it. The Africa made it. And I found 2 other bikes. Been looking for them for a while now. Alan and Darren have made it here as well. Much earlier than me. Let's pack up. Let's get going for another day. Western Sahara today. The desert. Let's go find some sand to play in. Last night was a long, hard ride. Unfortunately, my SD card was full, and I didn't realise for the last part of the journey, and it was dark. But it was some incredibly tough roads. Good fun roads, but they were tough. But, we're going to ride them again today, so you'll see what we were going through.
So we're setting off. This is a road I had to come up last night in the dark. If you can call it a road, that is, of course. It's interesting to say the least. It looks like Alan wants to record us going down the hill. Oh no, you just wanted to record Darren going down the hill. Ugh. I think it's a sit down, steady on the brakes, and just let her roll down on the gearbox. Easier said than done. That is rough. Right, let's hit that gravel button again. Actually, going more cautiously in the daylight when I can see just how rough it is than I was in the dark. God, I was hoofing it up here in the dark yesterday. That's a boulder and a half, isn't it? And that was quite a hump. Can't really call this a road, can you? But what a road. What a track. What an experience. Look at those mountains. That is the Atlas Mountains ahead of us. Right into the Sahara today. A lot slower than I've been riding till now. That'll be dinner for someone tomorrow night. No, that's not a goat. I thought that was a goat. That was a little pony. Bless him. Loving it. Loving it. So good to have some company. It's been nerve-wracking till I've got to them, I'm not going to lie. Very, very different country to be part of. Everybody loves us. Everybody loves us, yeah. Off to school. What a beautiful morning it is too. So different, such a culture shock. Our first plan today is to get a coffee. Alan needs fuel as well. They served some kind of strange tea and cinnamon drink with breakfast. It's very nice. I'm not a tea drinker. And the cinnamon stuff, Darren reckoned there was coffee in it. I couldn't taste the coffee in it. I like a nice strong coffee, especially in the morning. I can cope with it being black. Cinnamon, yeah, it was alright. It tasted more like tea or some kind of infusion. I don't think there was any coffee in it. Either way, we want to get a coffee. And Alan needs fuel. I'm not too bad for fuel at all. Let the ABS do its trick there. Going down over the gravelly bits. I think this was one of the big bumpy corners. We got a water crossing. We got everything. And I was doing this at 10 o'clock last night in the pitch black. Unfortunately, I couldn't film it. A, because it was pitch black and you probably wouldn't have seen a lot. You might have heard me, or might have heard my bum twitch. Yeah, the other was my SD card was full and I really wasn't going to change it at stupid o'clock when I had food waiting for me at exactly 10 o'clock. And what a meal that was too. Still loving this. Darren's standing up. Alan can't be asked. I don't think there's any real reason to yet. Well, we've come a different way than I came in last night. These roads are incredible. Perfectly good condition. I was wanting to show you what I had to put myself through last night to get here in the dark, but you got a rough idea of it just coming out of the hotel. It was pretty much that all of the time. And a good 20 kilometers of it as well on some really rough stuff. But I made it. I hit the gravel button on the Africa. I don't know whether it worked, whether it made any difference or not, but I had to press it. I don't think Alan's even pressed it yet. I don't think he even knows what it was for. But yeah, isn't this amazing? This is a lovely road. If I'd have come in this way last night, I'd have been here an hour earlier probably. Just stopped for a lovely coffee, first coffee of the day, proper coffee, feeling ramped up now, ready to go. That was a proper strong coffee, very nice coffee, well worth it. Thank you Steph for that, you contributed to that, well you paid for all of it probably, and then some. She sent Alan some buy me a coffees on his app there, and that was very much appreciated. Back to we're not hacking miles down today, we got a few miles to do, but it's all at steady speeds obviously because we're still following Astra, so 50 mile an hour. Not that you can really achieve much more on some of the roads, and it's only going to get rougher as we get closer to the desert. Loving it now, really chilled. Well worth hacking the miles down yesterday to catch up with these guys, otherwise this would just have been another day of slogging it out, doing the miles just to catch up, and wouldn't get a chance to enjoy it. And now I'm really starting to see the area, take the cultures in, enjoy it, chill, spend some time off comms to Alan, and I haven't put the music on because I am still limited on data here, and that's all data related, so I just don't need it. But sometimes it's just nice just to ride, think to yourself and take in where you are, isn't it? And what a place to do it. What a place. As I've already said, it's a massive culture shock, massive culture shock. Language barrier is not so much of an issue. My French is moderate to good, and French is the widely spoken language, other than whatever they speak with the funny writing. But yeah, it's something else, really is something else. Recommend anybody who's got the opportunity to do it. If you don't ride, do it in the car, it wouldn't be the same. But get yourself here, get out of the touristy places, get out of the cities, come out in the wilds and just be a part of the local community. And that's always been my travelling thing, is I've always said I want to travel, but I want to travel and see how the locals live with the locals almost. I can't see round this corner now, but Darren's gone for it, I'm going for it. Oh, where's the horn? I was going to give him a toot then, I couldn't find the horn. Oh, bless him. They do just love you around here. They really love it. I'm sure those kids should be in school. I don't know how it works around here. Do they have to go to school? Do they home educate or whatever it is? I don't know. Again, like I say, it's such a different culture. Let's go, let's do a bit more. Let's find that desert. Let's find those sand dunes. Still not decided whether I'm going to take the Africa over the sand dunes. It's not mine. I'd take my own there without even a worry in the world as well. There's two reasons I'm not going to. One is because it's not mine. The other is I've still got to get this 3,000 miles home. And that's the only way I've got to get home. So let's not break it just yet. Well, let's not break it at all. We are getting close to the sand. You can see there, sand dunes starting to just disappear off into the distance. Still gravelly here. But we're going to be riding through that in a minute. I don't know whether we're going to have a play on the sand or not. I might have to stick Alan back on his Africa and let him go break it, and then cry when I can't take it home. Well, we're certainly not leaving it here, but we're coming to the end of the road on all accounts very shortly. 20 kilometres till the end of, not the end of life, I wouldn't even say the end of civilization, although it's more civilized and more inhabited than I ever expected. I think it's just going to get more and more sparse as we get into the desert. I can't see why anybody would want to live on top of a sand dune with no roads. People do, I'm sure. I wasn't expecting to come through any kind of village, but this is, it looks quite modern. It's the posh part of the desert. This is what we're here for. This is the whole point of the adventure. And look, real roundabouts. For miles and miles and miles, we've just been one road, no junctions. Lots of cars, quite a few cars. I think it's the only road in and out of wherever we've been from and to. And all of a sudden you just come across a nicely made up, reasonable sized village and a roundabout. I forget how to use a roundabout, it's been so long. And there's the sandstorm.
Apparently, we've arrived at where the road ends. We've gone past where the road ends. The road didn't end. It wouldn't be an 11 out of 10 adventure with Alan if something wasn't quite right, would it? Not quite as deserty as you planned, really.
Hang on now.
I'm hanging.
The thing of it is, like all great 11 out of 10 adventures, it never goes exactly according to plan. We are in the Sahara Desert. We have passed massive sand dunes. So all we got to do now is find some more. There's some behind us, so I think we're going to end up having to go back and taking a right, and I think we'll find some, because this is not over until the fat lady sings, and there's no ladies. So we've got to make this happen.
It'll happen.
It'll happen.
We'll find that. We'll keep hunting for some sand dunes.
There we go.
Sidekick Solo, otherwise known as Satnav to others, is hunting us some sand dunes and desert, some real desert. Yeah, he's going to find it.
Looks a bit more deserty than this industrial
builder's yard.
wasteland. Yeah, I think we found somewhere.
Let's go.
Yeah.
We've made it. We've come to the edge of the desert. The Africa's made it to Africa, and it's made it all the way to the Sahara Desert. Darren's already had a good attempt at getting up there. Alan's got as far as he's got. He's got it exactly where he wants to be.
No.
I'm taking the Africa no further. It was enough effort getting Darren out. This is the desert. It's hot. It's a small breeze, very small breeze. What an opportunity. This is a once in a lifetime, isn't it? It really is. And we got some friends as well. We made some friends. We don't speak very much French. Their French doesn't seem like the French I understand. But they're loving the bikes, aren't they? Absolutely loving it.
Well, we've made it. Who would have thought it?
Darren's filming again at the same time. Alright, I'm going to take this in. It is quite a lot to take in. It really is. What an achievement. What an achievement. In 4 days, 5 days from the UK. We're at the Sahara Desert. We made it. Perfectly normal to see as you're coming off the sand. Camels. Didn't get a picture.
Try and get some off the video. Hopefully. Right. Get to the hotel. I think those kids were peeing everybody off. Quite a lot. They just wanted everything off you. Anything you could find for them, they just wanted it.
Start video recording.
We didn't want to give it to them, obviously. Oh, excuse me. It's hot now. I think Darren gave him a few sweets. Blue notes still on. That's on that now. I'm not happy with it. Oh yeah. Traction control, eh? I don't know how much of that you got, but just had to give Alan a push. Still struggling to get to this hotel. This is supposed to be the better route. I think it's just this last bit. I am stuffed. Still got to get through this last deep bit of sand. Got to get it off the centre stand. Get on it while it's still on the side stand, but it's not easy getting back on when I'm not on the side stand. It's leaning a long way. I don't think it's going to go. Let's just get my weight over. It's not actually that easy. Alright, I'm on. Oh, let's see. Gravel mode on. It's a little bit more than gravel. Just go straight. It's the front wheel that goes. Traction control does a pretty good job of not bogging you down. But when the front wheel goes, it leans you and you've got to put all your weight on your legs. I don't want to go down that slope, but I equally don't want to get bogged in. Where am I going? To where that white car just came out. Which way did you go? Cut across? Yeah, and traction control. It's just when it leans and you've got nowhere to firm your feet up. Go across that tyre track, you reckon? Traction control. That's the trouble, it's just going to bog me right in, isn't it?
You turn traction control off.
There's it on here, isn't it? See that one, or is that headlight flash?
And again, that's when it's still on. And again. No, okay, 1, 2, that's it.
Oh, don't let it go to the left. Now, man. He's well in there. Yeah. Tell me when it's driving. It's pulling me over. Put the traction control back on. Traction control back on, do you reckon?
No, it won't go anywhere with traction control.
He'll just fight it.
Traction control off in the sand. Got gravel on.
Got gravel on, yeah. Front wheels dug as well. Standing on my foot, mate. Front's well bottomed.
We've both been bogged.
I was stuck there trying
Somehow
to
got to this.
and that bloke come up to me, went, "You want desert ride?" I went, "No, not
Well,
really."
it's supposed to be a hotel.
You want to come out
It's
tonight?
a campsite, isn't it? This is a hotel, not a campsite, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's hotel.
This is a campsite and a hotel. I don't know how much you got that getting in.
I just say, Darren booked this one.
Yeah, it's all Darren's fault. It's all on you.
Good though.
What have you got to say about that? Did you enjoy that?
Well, what, falling off coming in? I fell off and couldn't get the bike back up. And then we took the long way round. And then it wasn't any better coming in that way, really, was it?
So that's why you booked this place, is it? Just for the fun factor?
Well, it's the full Sahara experience, isn't it?
Is that what it is? Did you get collared by the quad people on the way in trying to
Yeah, well, that's why I was
quads?
stuck the second time. They're asking me if I wanted to go for quad rides.
Yeah, they stopped me as well. So said your mate says he wants to come. You come see us. You come drink tea with us tomorrow. I don't think we'll be doing that. I did try to explain to him that we're not here for long. He was like, no, you're good. It'll be fun. Let's go and check in. I don't need a nap.